Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood person. Hollywood person.
Wagwan people, Lumini here, back again with another episode of the Sunderland Save here on my channel. We're starting things off here with a match against Manchester United, another one of those teams we're yet to beat in this series. We also have our last Europa League group game in this episode and a game against Brentford. Not really much else to talk about really, besides from getting into the game. Obviously, there is the fact that Soleil's gone down with an injury. That will mean Santos can just hop straight back in. We're already at the United game, so we're just going to play it after I look at what this chat is quickly. We actually might get the opportunity in this one to play against Reece Oxford. Obviously, he transferred over to United, so he may play against us in this one. I'm going to play Thuram, Sangare and Brownhill. I like them as the midfield. A lot of you made a very interesting point. It's something that I think I've overlooked by accident, that Drew actually is left-footed on the right, so that may be why we're having a couple of problems with him, especially when it comes to crossing, etc. But yeah, that may be one of the reasons that we're having a couple of issues with him. I'm going to bring Carter up to the bench. I actually think we're going to keep the team the same. I'm going to bring Vertsum. No, we're going to play Zawari and Vertson to start the game. Like I said, we haven't beaten United yet in this save, so like I basically said at the beginning of most games, it's going to be a very tough game. It's going to be a tough ask, but we hope that we can pull something out and walk away with the victory.
This is the team Manchester United will
go. Dean Henderson in goal, Maffeo, Jimenez, Coates and Gaia at the back, McTominay and Casemiro in the midfield too, Bayer, Zielinski and Garnacho with Vlahovic up top, Kimpembe, Tielemans, Mavropanos, Rashford, Blas. A lot of rotation for them, to be fair, but obviously still Rashford coming off the bench. I think this might actually be the first time that I've seen Garnacho in career mode. Joe Gelhardt's got the pace to get down this wing.
Oh, no stopping him.
It's not quite going to find Vertson, but he will take the shot. That's a great save from Dean Henderson. Maybe I should have gone for Vertson in the middle there.
If they can keep everybody fit,
we'll find Vertson on the side. No, that's too hard. Oh, good ball over to Sessegnon. He's going to strike it. Ryan Sessegnon giving us the lead in the 9th minute. Closer to the 10th, I think, but 9th regardless. Is that Sessegnon's first goal for us? I don't know if he scored in one of our big wins. I can't remember. But we got a little bit lucky because it didn't actually go where I wanted it to. Sangare found a good pass into Brown, who managed to roll it round the corner. And Sessegnon is there. It's a very good finish from Ryan Sessegnon, to be fair. That is his first goal in the league, at least. I can't remember if it's his first goal for us overall. Gaia into Zielinski. Okay, he was there. Garnacho gets it back. He's going to find Gaia. Vlahovic. Jesus, I had no idea where that shot went from Vlahovic, if I'm honest. How did Maffeo even make that tackle? The ball wasn't where he tackled. Find Brownhill. He can find Sessegnon. So if we can drive this one low. Oh, it's a great drive from Sessegnon. Thuram gets underneath it and puts it over. That is a great cross from Ryan Sessegnon there. Vlahovic. Yeah, he definitely was going to try and chuck back there. That's a good ball over the top though to Garnacho. He's hit it first time. I actually thought he was going to bring that down, so quite fortunate for us that he did try and hit that first time, because I think that gave Etienne Green a better chance to get into position for it. Zielinski is weaving all over the place. Gahey with a very good interception there. Now Drew can bring it forward for us. See if we can find Zawari. Not a great touch from Zawari there. Brownhill. He does find Gelhardt on the run. into Vertson. And it's a quick, swift counter-attack from us. And we are 2-0 up away from home against United. Patient play. Finding the passes that we need to find. Drew did well to find it into the middle. We find the run from Joe Gelhardt with Josh Brownhill. And Gelhardt is patient enough just to roll it across to Jorg Vertson, who is completely open. These big teams will find a way. They may even find a way before half time. Here we go, Nacho. Gahey didn't deal with it. Neither did Santos. Good save, Etienne Green. Criticised him a lot recently, but that's a big save from Etienne there. Zuari should be able to clear that and does. Going to fall to Casemiro. Gelhardt almost nicks in to steal that. Coates going to find Bayer. Gahey does very well again. Going to launch this one forward, but it's going to go to Casemiro. Thuram will win the header, but McTominay will pick it up after that. Garnacho into Vlahovic. Bayer. It's a good strike from Bayer. I'm not actually sure who Bayer is, but when we have played against him, he has played very well. Maximilian Bayer. Like I said, it's never a certainty against these big sides. Jorg cuts back well. The cross is blocked by Maffeo. That should be half time, and it is. We do take a 2-1 lead. I would say we probably have the better of the chances so far this half, but obviously with them having just scored, there's a good chance that United are going to put a lot of pressure on us in the second half. We're going to have to keep our concentration up, that's for sure.
Untidy in possession.
Oh, that's not a good clearance by Gahey. Casemiro. Fuck, Gahey, why have you cleared like that? Mark Gahey's just completely fucked it with that clearance. It's meant to be a full clearance from Gahey and he chips it up. I hate when stuff like that happens, man. United don't have to do any work for that at all. Sure, they press, but it's ridiculous from Gahey there to make that mistake. That's a terrible tackle from Zielinski there.
But the momentum has been halted. You wouldn't be surprised to see the card handed out.
Should be at least a yellow. It is. Do we bother lofting this one in? No, why not? See if Sesko can get on the end of this. Sesko! That might be the first crossed free kick that I have scored in this game. Obviously, we're almost at the end of the game cycle, but I actually don't think I've scored one of those free kicks yet. Great free kick in from Gelhardt there. Sesko gets the jump over Coates, and it's a great finish with the header. Benjamin Sesko, like I always say, when he finds himself in those positions, Benjamin Sesko is lethal. He just doesn't often actually get in position to find them. And McCallum will go down the wing. He knows how to do that. And Sam McCallum is actually having his way with Maffeo. It's a late strike from Zuari there. It's not going to finish in a goal though. What about this late cross? Florencio Santos gets his head to it. Thuram gets his head, almost gets his head to it. Florencio Santos again. United should clear. But it looks like we're finally going to walk away with another win over one of the top six. And this time it's United at Old Trafford as well. It's 3-2, so sure, we can't get too gassed. But to walk away with the win regardless, that is a huge sign of improvement for us in this series so far. We were decisively 2-0 up. Unfortunately, we then let it slip as we are so likely to do, it seems, most of the time against these big sides. Both fullbacks getting huge marks, but my inform is definitely going to Ryan Sessegnon, getting a goal for the club. Played absolutely amazingly as well down that wing, offered us great width out there. We really did dominate most of the game as well, and we get our first win over United in this series. So that win will see us in second place, 32 points. We're 10 points behind Liverpool, who are still have only lost to us this season. But we are definitely in that top 4 hunt and definitely in that top 4 conversation. It's only a bruised elbow for Sesko, so he will be fine in a couple of days. We do have a training session and then our last game of the Europa League group stage. So let's get that done. Right, here we go. Last game of the group stage. Zari wants to play. Obviously, Sesko is out injured. Oh, actually, no, he's back for this one. But obviously, for this one, we are going to make massive changes to the team to save fitness. I think that's what we're going to do. And go into the last game of the group stage like this. Hopefully, soon we'll have Max Aarons back. We kind of do. A lot of you have been talking about bringing in Kabore. I would be interested in bringing in Kabore, to be fair. I think January will probably be looking for a right back and a goalkeeper. McCallum seems to have gotten even faster in recent times. I would like to win this one because it means we would go undefeated in the group, but if we don't, I won't be too disappointed. And at the moment, it doesn't look like we're going to, because we are 1-0 down within 9 minutes to Apple. To be honest, defending and goalkeeping there is a little bit questionable, I have to say.
Well, here's the replay.
Santos should definitely be doing better there, and McCallum or Drew really have to do better. Rob, maybe you could argue, didn't really have much of a chance, but in my opinion, probably should be able to get across to that one. But Tillman, off his cheek. There's the space. That is a great bit of patient play for us right there. We're only behind for 3 minutes. And we are back on level terms once again. Really, really good bit of patient play. Managing to find the passes across, go all the way out to Garcia on the other way instead of rushing the shot. That opens up the space for Loftus-Cheek, and he finishes it very well.
So back underway.
1-1. Good tackle from Richie there. Can he play Zaha on the run? He can. Zaha to go around his man, does go around his man. What a finish from Will Zaha there. And out of absolutely nowhere, we have hit a 1-2 and we are 2-1 up. Good ball roll here from Zaha, does well to go around his man, and he's quite wide, so it's a great finish. The clearance from Drew isn't a great one. Wheeler's going to pick it up into Safo again. That's a good bit of play from Safo, to be fair. And a good goal. Rob not able to make a save once again. 2-2. This looks like it might be a high-scoring affair on whoever's going to win on either side. Could end as a draw. Safo actually just completely sent me there. It's bad defending from me with McCallum. He looked like he was going out, and then he came back in quickly, and I just couldn't turn around quick enough, basically. Richie to find Tillman on the spin. And Malik Tillman showing great pace there. Getting closed down, but it doesn't matter because Malik Tillman will manage to finish it and give us a 3-2 lead. I have identified there that there's a very slow centre-back in this Apple back line. If we can get either Zaha, Richie or Malik, that guy with the pink boots there, he does not have the pace to keep up with any of them. If we can get them one-on-one, I'm pretty sure we're going to have opportunities on goal every single time. Drew to cross on that left. Pulls to Zaha. Zaha drags it wide. Some huge opportunities at the end to make it 4 or 5-2. But this game is very end-to-end at the moment. 3-2. Defences are not on top, as they like to say. Good tackle, Santos. Couldn't find the pass to get out of that area. Raab gets across. Bit of a flappy save, but does get across to save it, regardless. Into Malik Tillman. Louis Ritchie is going to finish it off to make it 4-2. The young man getting himself a goal. Don't know if he scored in the Europa League last time we played him. But Louis Ritchie, who will be going out on loan, kind of half tempted to cancel it, but I think we will let him go out. I think it's only a 6-month loan anyway, so we'll have him back for next season. But that's a good finish from the young boy Louis Ritchie there. Louis Ritchie to play in Malik Tillman here. It's a good play from us again. And Malik Tillman will make it 5, and it looks like we are going to be going undefeated in the group. The reserve lads, they took a little while to kick on, but now they have taken full control of the match. We are even going to bring on Harrison Hudson for Ruben Loftus-Cheek here. Harrison Hudson playing some very good football here with the rest of the reserve lads. Louis Ritchie. We're going to bury another one, and Louis Ritchie's going to get himself a second. 6-2. Harrison Hudson heavily involved in the build-up play there. Nice play from the boys to get it around the press that we had. Good work from Jack Clark to lay it into the path of Louis Ritchie. Louis Ritchie finishes it off. It's going to fall to Malik Tillman in the middle, and there it is. The European hat-trick for Malik Tillman. He was pushing for it, couldn't get it earlier, but this time gets a bit of luck with the bobble of the ball. And Malik Tillman will have a European hat-trick for Sunderland this season in the Europa League. Good work there. You can see the pass here was meant to go to Louis Ritchie, but deflected just in front of him, all the way through to Malik Tillman. We make it 7-2. I kind of just opened up and let them have the shot for a minute there, because I was just like, it's not really going to threaten. And there we go, 7-2, undefeated group for Sunderland in the Europa League. That is a big statement moving into the knockoff rounds. Obviously now we also skip the knockoff playoff with the teams coming down from the Champions League. We will go and run through all of them quickly and see who's coming down, who we could potentially face, and we obviously will run through the rest of the groups. We don't give man of the matches for group stages. If we did, Malik Tillman would be in for one. But yeah, we're not giving them for group stages because that's just a bit cheesy. But let's go review all the groups. Before we do that though, Dennis Garcia has got a transfer offer coming here from AC Milan. That's for 30. They're happy to go up to 30. So Dennis Garcia may be going to AC Milan. Sorry, Anas, but there was other lads that need to play. What we're going to do before I go and review the groups is we're just going to do the quick stats update. So our most picked player at the moment is actually Thomas Drew. But if you look at goals, Benjamin Sesko obviously clearly leading the way for us right now. 25 goals in all competitions, 9 assists. But this is what I was saying. Wilf Zaha with 12 goals, 10 assists in all competitions is a lot more than I was expecting. Joe Gelhardt's got 11 goals, 17 assists. Anas Araru with 10 and 9. It kind of falls off after that, but really those are the top guys that you want to be scoring. Louis Ritchie now up to 2 and 7. Jorg Vertsen, hopefully now that he's back from injury, can start picking up a couple more. He's got 3 at the moment. But yeah, we've got a couple goals scattered throughout the rest of the team. Solé picking himself up, but I was just quite surprised by the stats that Wilf Zaha had, that he was performing that well. So there you go, undefeated in the group, 24 goal difference, 1 for Freiburg, so they wouldn't have even caught us if it was goal difference. 18 points, perfect for us. Apple will drop down into the Conference League, and as you're seeing here, something crazy has happened in this group. Not as crazy as them almost going out when they were 4th earlier, but Rangers and PSV will be moving on. PSG will be dropping down to the Conference League to play in their playoff rounds. Real Madrid do top their group undefeated like us. Benfica go through second, with Panathinaikos dropping down into the Conference League. Hearts and Sevilla are through, with Fiorentina dropping down. Spurs and Midtjylland are through, Malmo drop down. Marseille, Club Brugge go through, Sturm Graz drop into the Conference League. Copenhagen and Arsenal are through. Arsenal go through second, so they will have to play in the knockout round, with Rapid Vienna dropping down. And Lazio and Hoffenheim are through, with Hajduk Split dropping down. We're now going to go take a look at the Champions League groups to see who will be dropping down. Obviously, we'll run down the same. Liverpool and Villarreal go through. Leipzig will be coming down to join us in the Europa League. Celtic and Milan going through to the next round, with Porto coming down. Bayern Munich and Inter going through. Sociedad coming to the Europa League. Atletico Madrid and Wolfsburg going through, with Lyon coming to the Europa League. Barcelona and Dortmund are through. Sporting will be coming to the Europa League. Chelsea and Monaco are through. Fenerbahce coming down. Juventus and City. City not finishing top of the group, only by 1 goal difference, with Slavia Prague coming down. United and Napoli are through. Dinamo Kiev coming down. So some decent opposition coming down. Obviously, Real Madrid probably outright are one of the favourites right now. Right, here we go. Brentford. We're currently sat in 3rd. They are in 14th. We shouldn't have to rotate anyone because the team should be fit. Let's just check the bench. So obviously they won't be as fit. As Rauri's fine. So yeah, we are back at home for the last game of the episode against Brentford. Have had a pretty decent episode so far. So we'll see how things go in this one.
And topping the scoring charts. Will he add more today on EA TV?
Is that Danilo? Alright, let's take a look at lineups here. Obviously ours we pretty much know. We're pretty much back to the team I planned to start with this season. Etienne Green in goal, Thomas Drew, Mark Gahey, Santos and Sessegnon. The defence is a bit different. Sangare, Thuram, Brownhill, Gelhardt, but the rest of it is pretty much how I planned to play. Obviously we would have Solé and Aronson if they weren't injured, but that's not here nor there. David Raya in goal for Brentford, Danilo, Sorensen, Perez, Henry at the back, Bajrami, Jensen, Neuhaus midfield 3, and Buemo, Farias, Kent the front 3. Lazari, Canos, Watkins, Roslev, Lewis Potter, and Devsoglu on the bench. What the fuck are you doing, Gelhardt? That's meant to go to Brownhill. Kent getting pushed to the wing by Sangare. Sangare, who I need to start having some bigger performances for us, to be fair. Good ball to Vertson. That is a great finish as well. Sessegnon does well again to be in position for the run. It's a good little ball back across in Jorg Vertson. I'm not actually sure how that went in. I think it was a volley maybe off the crossbar. Raya didn't look like he could stop it. There's a lot of power on it, but did he volley it into the ground? I'm not sure. That's a good ball from Brownhill there. He did kind of volley it a little bit into the ground. I think it just, with the rain, yeah, you can see there, just volleys. Yeah, it just skips a bit too quick and actually ends up in the top bins. Second goal in the league for Vertson. Hasn't had many games back in that striker position yet, so. But Santos does well to intercept it. Good work, Gelhardt. Vertson should be able to pick it up, luckily, but does. Into Gelhardt. Gelhardt will finish it. We do get a little bit of good fortune there, but Joe Gelhardt does manage to go through, and he has picked up the mantle of doing that celebration that Ross Stewart used to do all the time. So good ball here. You can see a powerful pass from Vertson. After Gelhardt initially lost it, Vertson would take up the mantle of pressing to win it back and then turn provider for Joe Gelhardt. 2-0 in the first half. Been a tough game actually in this first half. Brentford are attacking us extremely fast, pressing us a lot as well. But we have managed to beat the team getting the better of the opportunity so far. And we're going to win it straight back and make it 3. And we may be home and hosed. Don't want to get too overconfident like I always say, but 3-0 up. All of the front 3 scoring as well. It's a very good half for us there. We steered it back well. We have to kind of ask. They should probably be defending a little bit better than that. Letting Sesko have that kind of space when he's top goal scorer in the league. A little bit risky. Newham Perez. Now Jorg Vertson does cut inside. Can he find Sesko on the run? He can. Sesko in the box, and it's going to be 4-0. And that might actually be game over now. Benjamin Sesko does very well. It's another great pass from Jorg Vertson to find the assist. But Benjamin Sesko in between 2 defenders. We win the ball back there. And this is a great pass there to find Sesko. One touch finish. That is why Sesko has been so lethal for us so far this season. And he has given us our 4th goal. Half time is here. 4-0 up. Like I said, we can't get too overconfident so that we slip up. But right now, it's pretty much looking like this game may be done.
On the ball, Jensen.
Bayrami here.
Beating his opponent
Oh,
with
that's a good shot, to be fair. Good shot.
away.
Maybe we should have closed it a little bit better, but like I said, this way you don't want to get overconfident just in case. They can just take shots like that and they can fly in. Your Vertson's in the box here. That's going to be a penalty as well. You don't get many penalties, so don't be surprised if I miss it. But Sorensen with a bad tackle there. And Sesko with the chance to get his hat-trick. And he will get his hat-trick. David Raya absolutely nowhere near getting it. Benjamin Sesko finishes off for his hat-trick and our 5th goal of the game from the spot. Your Vertson doing well to finish it, not to finish it, to win it, and Benjamin Sesko finishes it. Excuse me, I don't know what just happened there. Let me sweep this one over to Drew. Yes, we can. Thuram. Vertson, good touch. And it's going to be 6-1. Your Vertson finishing off his 2nd opportunity of the game. We have decimated Brentford in this game, to be perfectly honest. They have played pretty well themselves when they've had opportunities, but we have absolutely destroyed them for the majority of the game, besides from when they've had their couple of quick counter-attacks. Diallo into Gelhardt. He'll find Thuram to Zawari, and that will be 7. I don't know why David Ryan literally dove like 10 minutes after the ball was in the back of the net, but a goal for Anas Zawari and another great bit of play for us. We are in cruise control on this one. Good ball from Thuram. You can see there, look how late he dives. Why? Bring on Ruben Loftus-Cheek here for Thuram. Obviously, we got a lot of games this month in December, so if we can save legs, that would be ideal. Bayrami. What? Florencio Santos has given away a last-minute penalty here. He barely touches him. He like maybe catches his foot. He's going right. Oh, get out of here, Bayrami. Go away. Etienne Green making the last-minute penalty save. Not had a lot to do in the game, but wants to limit things to only 1 goal. And he's even going to snatch that one off the head of Garcia. He's going to send this one long, because why not? But that would have been offside anyway. And it will be a 7-1 win for Brentford. A hat-trick for Benjamin Sesko. I kind of don't want to give Benjamin Sesko the inform, because obviously he's had loads already. But there's not really going to be a choice, is there? I mean, there's a lot of good performances again. Good performance from Sessegnon. Etienne Green had a good performance when he had to pull out saves. So actually, it's yeah, okay. Never mind. I was going to give it to Benjamin Sesko for his hat-trick. But your Vertson with 2 goals, 3 assists, I think is arguably just that step above. And also it limits us from having a 99 rated Benjamin Sesko before we're even halfway through the season. So your Vertson will be the man to get the inform. Big performance from him. Staking his claim for his starting place back. Good job, Yorb. That should see us reclaim 2nd, and does. Obviously, Liverpool still absolutely flying at the moment. It's unlikely we'll be able to catch them for a title challenge, but we can maintain this form at the top. And next episode, we have a big game as we take on 3rd place West Ham, who sit just below us by a point in the table. We also play Chelsea, and we play Liverpool in the Cup. So next episode is going to be a very tough one, but that is going to be the end of this episode. Big performances from us in this one, seeing us through undefeated in the group of the Europa League, seeing us up into 2nd place, beating United for the first time in this series. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this one. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified by when the next episode is available to you, and I hope to see you in it. Peace.